the geysers and
in Porcelain Basin.
And
So go all the way around, Denise.
And you can practically see the bubbling waters, and they have really bad odors and stuff. Smell like rotten eggs. It's a big one.
Hey, surprise!
There's Darren and Dad.
Oh, some very interesting land features.
It's a beautiful morning and a very cold morning, and we went out to see the geysers, and we kind of regret it.
It's great. Okay, come on, guys.
I'm not gonna fall off here, I hope.
Now we have to turn it off, honey. Watch, please.
Okay, we're looking at some of the minerals that have turned the geysers different colors.
Green.
There's some green there, some white, and then some red right there.
And brown, show over here too, brown and gray.
Brown and gray and stuff.
Like, it's incredible, isn't it?
And there's some white rocks over in the water.
Denise, what makes
there.
the colors these different colors?
Hey, Dad, look at
the minerals and the alfalfa, well, not the alfalfa, the
algae.
Are making up these colors, and it's really quite pretty.
You're right. Okay.
Okay.
Is it on?
Yeah.
A lot of them around here.
Now tell them what's
light.
going on.
It says low light.
Hmm?
It says low light.
Let's see. Oh, it's because the lid's on.
Oh.
Okay, now record and tell them about it. And if you want to use a telephoto lens, Denise.
What's a telephoto lens?
Is it recording?
Yeah.
You push in like this. Is it up there close to it now?
Yeah, wait, let me find it again.
Oh.
Okay, it's right there, right there.
I want to go to the top place.
Okay, we're looking at a geyser bubbling up, and it could turn into a geyser.
Yep.
And we don't know if it will, but it looks pretty interesting.
Okay, let's keep hiking.
Okay. Oh, I see why it's called whale's mouth.
Hi, Darren. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Dad.
Where are you guys?
At the
At the Norris Geyser Basin.
That's right. Where at? What park?
Yellowstone.
You bet. July 1, 1991.
July 1st already?
It sure is. And what are we looking at here?
I only have 7 more days until I have to start 5th grade, man.
Yeah. Darren, describe this. What are we looking at?
looking at the whale's mouth geyser, which you can probably see why it's called the whale's mouth geyser. And
You sound like a grown-up. Excuse me.
This is a hot water pool.
That's a hot spring. And you can see some of the bubbles. And
Darren's manning the camera.
yeah. In Yellowstone National Park, and you can see how they're bubbling
Why are they bubbling, Denise?
because of the hot waters inside them, and it makes them very hot. And so if you look at it, you know how you look at a pan of water and you can see how there's little bubbles coming up. It's just like that, but the Earth's heat swimming. It's and then they bubble just like a big pan of hot water.
Excellent
So
photography.
they're boiling.
Can't find my little bubbles. Where's a bubble?
That's because it's black and white. You can't. This is a lake of hot water. It's nice. Well, actually, it looks very pleasant to swim in, but in fact, it really isn't.
What does it smell like right here, Denise?
Like rotten eggs.
Yeah, what is the big word they use with this?
Pungent.
Pungent odors. Ooh, even the word sounds pungent-y. Well, this is a little 360 here. Beautiful, beautiful country, isn't it, Denise?
If you look up there in those mountains, you can see the dead forest, how the fire burnt it.
Oh, yes. Indeed you can.
A mountain change. A swift and thermal activity flooded these trees with hot water killing them. The dead trees act as wicks, drawing water and minerals up into the air. up into their trunks. As the water evaporates, the minerals are left behind, preserving the trees. As you can see, this geyser.
Wait, we're gonna catch Darren up there.
Let it go back, Darren.
Now, Darren, what are you doing up there? Holding your sensitive nose? Protecting it from the pungent odors?
Yeah.
Now show the bubbles in this
Oh,
hot
where's?
water basin. And you can tell all about it, Denise.
Okay, this is. Which one is this, Dad? Is this steamboat?
This is a bubbling pool of water.
I know, what is it, steamboat?
No, this isn't a steamboat.
Okay, this is the bubbling pool of water.
This is Emerald Spring.
This is
And
Emerald.
you know why they call it Emerald Spring, Denise? Look at the color. Dark green is emerald. This is called Emerald Spring. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Darren, you want to say anything about Emerald Spring for our audience?
Oh, it does kind of stink.
Darren says it does kind of stink. He's over here holding his nose. Okay, turn it off, Denise.
No, Dad, I want to get a close up. These are some of the bubbles.
One second.
There.
One second. Get a close up of that. Wait, no, Denise, you got it on close up. Now that is how Darren's been all morning. We've been here about 20 minutes or 30 minutes and Darren can't stand the pungent odors. What do you have to say about it, Darren?
It stinks.
I agree with you, son.
Does it say REC at the bottom, Darren?
Yeah.
Okay, now show the pine needles on the ground.
I can't even see.
I'm sorry, that's why. Now you can. Oh, okay, there. Small problem. Show the pine needles, the burnt pine needles on the ground.
There's some burnt pine needles.
And then show all the trees all around, Darren,
Whoa.
where the fire went through here. Not up in the sky. Oh yeah, that's okay. Any place you want.
Up in the sky.
Show Denise's beautiful smiling face.
I can't even see.
Show the bubbling pots of water up here, Darren.
I want to see a mud pot. I want to get out of here.
Hi, Danny.
Darren looks when he's not holding his nose to protect himself from the pungent odors. It's a rare sight, and so I wanted everybody to see what Darren looks like when he's not protecting his nose.
Oh, he is.
And there's Denise Mann. Both of these little guys are happy campers here.
Well, not in the geysers.
Don't push it yet. Did you push the red button?
I think so.
It's all right. Okay. Go ahead, right there.
Focused. Okay, this is Steamboat Geyser.
How often does it erupt, Denise?
Every once or twice a year, and
How many feet high does it go when it erupts?
up to 300 feet, I think.
Yep. Oh, did you see that water spurt out?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
There was
in
some
here.
water that just blasted out of it. Darren, come here and watch and listen.
Here, we're gonna look for some.
Don't say a
As you-
thing. Oh, go ahead and talk.
You can hear the water spouting out, and it seems pretty interesting.
Darren, stay here and just watch, and you'll see water blast out of the hole.
No, I've already seen tons.
Look at that! Oh yeah, that water spurted about like 20 feet high.
Okay, I'm looking.
Wait, listen.
Dad, I want to go.
No, don't say it again, Darren. Listen.
Hurry.
Okay, niece, that's probably enough. Turn it off for a little bit. Now we'll just sit and
Hey,
listen to it.
but wait, just a second. I want to do a close up.
Is this steamboat geyser?
Steamboat.
Dad,
Now you can see some of the water.
What, Darren?
I'm going to go back to the car.
We're going right now. Okay, Niecy, time to turn it off now.
Okay.
Okay, dudes, come on, walk towards me. No, you can walk regular now.
Hi, Dad.
Here we are at
Hey,
Hey!
I was getting a little worried that I wouldn't find you. This is a big old place.
Oh, it's
I
real
was
big.
kind of going, I don't think I'm going to find you.
Lisa, just
last major eruption, June 4th, 1990.
But Lisa, look closely and you'll see the minor eruptions are pretty interesting.
Major eruption, does it say?
Major are like the 300 to 400
This is the
foot.
world's tallest one?
Yeah.
Come over here.
And Lisa, if you'll watch,
Oh, gross.
Lisa, come right here. You'll see best. If you watch, you will see.
In rock.
Oh, really?
We also have a videotape of Darren holding his nose against the pungent odors, Lisa.
It's
Look at that.
sulfur.
Did you see that?
He's had his nose plugged for the last 20
Right up
minutes.
the smoke. Oh, that's
So
It's
sensitive.
so hard to see through the steam.
I know, but it went right up in steam.
No, no, wait,
Don't
Lisa.
feel
You'll
like it.
see
Did
the
you see
water
that?
blast off every once in a
I
while.
wish we could see a major eruption. That'd be great.
Well, we can only wait for a year and it'll be here.
And there's
You
still
didn't see that, Mommy? Look at.
Can't
Oh
you?
yes, I can see it. I can't see through your head though, Denise.
I'm sorry.
Recording
Is it close,
the
Daddy?
bison. Lisa, it doesn't look particularly close.
Oh, I could be
Lisa.
wrong. Maybe I put that thing the wrong way. Move
Okay.
it. Squeeze the little green lever.
There we are. There's a very beautiful meadow right next to the road. And the bison are out there.
Move that green thing.
Move it down, Daddy.
Okay, sweetheart, I will.
Does it make a difference?
Oh yeah, it does, but
Not a lot.
yeah, big difference.
Oh,
but
well, I
I
have it the
think
wrong way.
we are right now just outside of the Canyon Area Lodge Visitor Center, and there's a big bison.
Horrible.
No, a buffalo or a
Buffalo.
It looks pretty peaceful, but they tell me that they're very tough and they'll charge if you're not careful. And we're probably just about 25 yards away from that big buffalo. And guys, can you see his big fur? How it's coming off? His winter coat is still rubbing off. This buffalo is passing right in front of our car. Both of them are passing right in front of our
All
car.
the cars had to stop.
Some of
All the cars had to stop while the buffalo passed. Boy, look at that. We're close as can be, Lisa, man.
Dad, why can't we take a ride?
I wouldn't want him to get excited and take a little charge at our car. Unless Darren would like that.
Dad, would you like that?
What do you think, Darren? Would you like these guys to take a charge at our car?
Yeah.
Would you like them? Would you like them to take a charge at you?
We're at the upper falls of Yellowstone. And it's an incredible sight to behold. The quantity of water coming over this. What do you think, Darren, man?
I would hate to be going on a rapid ride right now.
Would you? Me too. That's it, goes right over the edge, right across. One more time.
Uncle, keep your hand rock.
Here we are at the lower falls of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, I guess. Darren, why don't you tell us about these colors of rock?
Well, you can see down there, there's yellow. And right down there, there's red.
And we
And there's some black from the
and we can see the lower
fire, I
falls.
think.
Dad, this is the lower falls.
And there's
This is the lower
That's
falls.
the upper falls.
No, that's the lower falls.
and there's some
They just
orange
told us.
down there.
No.
Well, I could be wrong. The man, somebody here just a minute ago told me these are the lower falls.
You must be right. Hey, who's that happy family?
Hi!
There's one happy little boy. Oh boy, where are we, guys?
We're at the Yellowstone Grand Canyon.
The Yellowstone Grand Canyon.
Dad, move.
Boy,
You Daniel!
Hey, Darren.
Let's be
Are
the
you
first
enjoying
ones up
hiking
there.
those rocks?
Yeah. No.
Let's count steps. 1.
Look at the painting she's doing. Mama, she's painting. Who is?
Oh, okay. Look, he is. Oh, there's 2 of them.
We're in the Yellowstone Grand Canyon, and that's the lower falls. What we saw just a moment ago is the upper falls.
You see more water. But look at that.
And look at that beautiful falls. Great quantities of water just rushing over that rock.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful falls.
Daniel, take a picture of
Look
that.
at these rocks.
Look at, see?
Carved out
See
by
the
the
little
rushing
things down
waters.
there that are pointing up? What?
This is where the canyon continues. And we're now going downstream. And pick up the river again. And we see the rest of the big, beautiful Yellowstone Grand Canyon. What are you doing?
Drilling
Drilling with what?
a piece of wire.
Piece of wire. Are you going to drill down to China?
No. The hole is only about
Hmm?
the hole is cut.
Darren, look at the camera for a second. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Denise, look at the camera. You having fun, sweetheart? Hey, Darren, Denise, where are you guys at?
Lower Falls.
In where?
In Blackfoot, Idaho. Yellowstone. Black.
In the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. What do you guys think about the lower falls?
I think it's pretty.
How pretty is it, Darren?
Extra pretty. Pretty.
Pretty pretty? 2 pretties? Turn around and look at it and tell me again.
Cheese! Extra.
How pretty is it, guys?
Very pretty.
Okay.
Adorable.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Okay.
Darren,
Yeah.
you drilling again? We're painting here.
Can you see the falls behind it?
Falls. And another gentleman painting right here. Report. What have we done today?
We have done went to some hot springs and
And what else?
a museum.
A museum about what?
Up here. And now we're going to open
Old Faithful. What's happening up at Old Faithful right now?
It's smoking.
Steaming?
Steaming. And it
Let's go take up our positions, men.
Go early. Okay. And it's called Bar J. Is it right in Jackson Hole? It's right in Jackson. It's outer. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh, that sounds really fun. That sounds fun.
So it's. I'll just take a panorama so then.
Just down to some lakes around that are Closter Lakes.
We're going
down it. We're going to.
Coffee. Or a hot chocolate. Hold in my hands the last envelope. May Desert Scorpion find homage in your shorts. Councilwoman second, Palm Olive, and Lindsay Mann. And a Pope, a soap, and a dope. Karnak the Magnificent!
Well, I'd like to apologize. apologize again for another very inappropriate intrusion on an otherwise very lovely evening. And Dad, we're just really sorry about this. And we have some bouncers out there by the front door, so that if any other clowns like this come in with these faceless remarks, we can keep them out. So. Well, as I was saying before Karnak appeared, I guess your fame has gone abroad, and even brought Karnak along with Hans and Franz now. We would like to recognize Helen Mann this evening. She's been a wonderful mother to 7 children. And there are 7 of us around that can speak well to that, but we've only selected 2 to do that. She's been a wonderful wife to be a great supporter of his work. In fact, it's not infrequent that Dad will comment, and Mom as well, but going through the college years was no easy task. And I think before the PhD came, we had at least, what was the count, Mom? 4 little ones running around. And so that was a large chore to support a husband going through academics as well as raising a family. We've asked Kimberly Tashima and Kimberly Tashima alone will work, and she's worked in collaboration with Tamara Summerhays in preparing some thoughts regarding Mom, and we'd like to recognize her as well. Okay, Kim?
Sure. I need a booster chair here. We all know that along with every man in his career, and at least most days, most times anyway, that there's a great woman that stands behind, or alongside, I should say, alongside her man, and supports him and assists him in his career decisions and family decisions, and we just wanted to honor our mother as well as our father at this time in their great life and their contribution in the university and in life with their children. And we just wanted to recognize her and thank her for the support she's shown my father. And my mom's even said at times that she's gone kicking and screaming off to faraway places that my father's taken us, and they've all been incredible experiences, and she'll be the first to tell you that she has loved the experiences and been thankful for those. She's gone from Oakland, where they went to school. My father got his doctorate. He did his doctorate work in Arizona, then off to Washington, then back to Arizona, then back to Washington, then off to Venezuela, and finally we ended up here in California. And then one quick year trip back to Washington again. So my mom's, done a lot of traveling, supporting and dropped off all these kids, 7 kids. It was pretty tough to haul around. And she's many times had to handle that, a lot of times on her own, when you have a busy career going for your husband. So she has loved the experiences, the friends that she's developed, or the friendships she's developed at those times, and has loved the experiences that we've had for us kids. And that it's been a real good experience for our family. But we love her and honor her. My dad has been thankful for her support in her life. And I just have a little quote I wanted to mention. It was by Brigham Young, who was a prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And he said, "A man's wife should be his best and most trusted counselor. She is in a position to do more for his betterment than anyone else on earth. It lies within her power to be his dearest friend or his most devastating enemy. A woman's influence is all-powerful. A woman can influence a man to almost anything if she knows how to proceed. She can lead him to the grandest heights of noble deeds, and by her influence and efforts, cause a man to rise step by step from the lowest places unto which he has fallen, till he is capable of the noblest things." And she has supported him to this great career and being a great father in our home. And I honor her and my father and thank them for what they've been to us, the example they've been to us as their children. And I thank them very much. Thank you.
And working with
colleagues and his work at the university. So with that, I'll invite Dr. Moore to come forward. We appreciate very much his being with us and sharing a few remarks.
That contains volumes. You should decide printing on that.
Right. I made a note. It's a measure of how long we have known one another. That when we first met, I could both write and read these notes. Now I can write them, but I can't read them. So you're going to luck out on this, I think. This may be going from the sublime that Kimberly just talked about to the ridiculous, this return to Dean's scholarship, but I wouldn't say that. Dean is a Berkeley everything, after Oakland. BA, MA, PhD. He was a congressional fellow. He went to Washington a second time after his dissertation was published and won the first Leonard White Award for the best book in public administration, and also won the Western Political Science Association's award for best dissertation. Some years later, Dean became president of the Western Political Science Association and has long been the editor of its chief publication, Western Political Quarterly, which was an indifferent journal when Dean became its editor and is now a first-rate journal that we can all be proud of, and we can be especially proud of Dean for having made it. Now, well, after he published that first book, he went back to Washington a second time to the Brookings Institution, and that's where I first met him. He was a research associate, and I was a research fellow. And we shared much in common. My wife was his secretary for many years. And that's where I first heard his doggerel, which I think has been improved upon in the version that I heard from his children this evening. Dean and I have done many things together. Unfortunately, we haven't published together as much as we might have, because if I had followed his example as well in that regard as I have tried to in others, as I followed him, for example, into the chairship of the political science department, if I had followed his example as a scholar, as a published scholar, better, I would be better off. I'm not sure if the libraries in the world would be better off, but I would be better off. Dean has published something like 8 books and 3 monographs and lots of articles and book reviews. And the quality of his work is responsible for the esteem that his colleagues have shown him in electing him president of the Western Political Science Association, and he was president of the Policy Studies. What is it? It's not an association, an organization. He's served on many advisory boards and commissions. He's valued as a referee for journals, and he's put on a lot of markers for refereeing for journals, since he's asked so many people to do that for the journal that he has edited for so long. You see what I'm reduced to, Dean. Let's see what else I can find on this. Earlier, there was reference, Karnak referred to Plato, Socrates, and being men. Actually, that was a very apt conjunction, because Dean's work, most of his research, most of his published scholarship, has involved 3 of the 4 essential elements identified by the pre-Socratics. He has worked first with water, then with air, and finally with earthquakes. Fire is the only thing you seem to have missed. I don't understand why you missed fire.
Came close last year.
But he didn't write about it.
Yes.
You're right. As Dean knows, that 2 of his books, both co-authored, are among my favorites, not because of their intrinsic quality, but because of the either reviews or commentaries that they produce. One book that he published while, as a result of the research he did at the Brookings Institution, is called The Assistant Secretaries. His co-author was a mutual friend and colleague, Jameson Doyle. The reviewer of the book was also a mutual friend, Bernie Hennessy. And Bernie Hennessy had a wonderful sense of humor that Dean and I might only aspire to emulate. And he would flash it wherever he felt like it, including in a professional book review. And he concluded his review of this book, The Assistant Secretary, having made no reference whatsoever to Dean's co-author until the final line, in which he referred to Jameson Doyle. Doyle, of course, is man's best friend. The other book that Dean co-authored, that I remember vividly, is a textbook that he wrote with William Liebenstein, Herman Pritchard, Henry Turner. And one of his graduate students subsequently referred to this book as Liebenstein, Pritchard, Turner, et al. I was always hoping to find a joint publication from Al Weiner and Dean Mann. Should have been simply Al et al. I mentioned the graduate student who was responsible for this charitable reference. Dean Mann in the company of Liebenstein, Pritchard, and Turner, as et al. That was Carl Schwartz. But there have been a lot of graduate students who are deeply indebted to Dean for the mentoring, the tutoring, and above all for the example that he has set for them as a consummate professional, as a wonderfully civil colleague, as a friend whom our colleague Tom Schrock the other day characterized in terms of his greatness of soul. And indeed, Dean does have that, and he transmits it to his colleagues and to his students, and as a result he makes, wherever he may be associating with them, a very good place to be, and I am very glad to share much of that time with you.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. I appreciate your remarks. Dad, if you think you've been at risk up to this point in the program, you haven't seen anything. This is where we open this mic, and it's anyone's grab bag now. And we're going to start with Kent Peterson. And there's no obligation for any others, but Kent certainly wants to have an opportunity to make a few remarks, and others that might wish to follow, we'll allow them time now, and then we'll move on for 2 concluding portions of our program subsequent to the open microphone portion. Okay. You can go right from there.
I don't know, did you hold street meetings in your meeting? street corner, you can always be heard without having to have a microphone. Well, back in 1948, I don't know whether it was 48 or 49, I got a letter from Dean, and in it he enclosed a picture. Do you remember looking at that picture he sent me, Dean? And you were standing by the side of this house, very dignified in your suit, hat, and you had a little title at the bottom. Remember that title? You don't remember that? Well, I'd like to use his own words. At that time, he called himself a man of distinction. He was a man of distinction then, and a toast to Dean now, a man of distinction. We have a little gift for you, Dean. I got a creative wife, like you have. I'll let you read it to him, what it says.
I never said it would be easy, I only said it would be worth it. Thanks.
Okay, any others that have come prepared for any remarks? I think Kent was the only one that had mentioned that, and I think, Dad, you'll just be aware that we have little cards coming in. So there may not be, maybe therein lies the real risk. But please, any others that feel...
I have to say a few words.
Please, go for it.
Because I'm Stan Anderson, and I think I've known Dean probably longer than anyone else in this room. I know we scholars here, like the paradox is, I've known Dean longer than he's known me. Because we went to high school together, starting in 1942, Fremont High School in East Northwood. And Dean was BMOC. Now, some of these younger people won't know what that is. Big man on campus. And an athlete and 3 letters and halfback on the football team. When I was a kid on the beach, they got the sand kicked in his face in the Jack Armstrong hands. So I was there in the bleachers, and Dean was charging the line. Well, Dean, we had half-year classes then. Dean was in the January 45 graduating class, and I was in the June 1945 graduating class. And I wish I could say that I'm still only 6 months behind Dean. I've been following him all my life. It seems to be the margin may have gotten longer. I was a congressional fellow sometime after Dean had been. I took some years off, went back to graduate school, walked on campus, and some more senior graduate students, the first thing I heard was, "You heard about Dean Mann?" I said, "How did they know that I knew Dean Mann?" And I said, "No." I said, "Well, he went to the University of Arizona." I said, "Oh, that's wonderful." Now, John Moore mentioned that Dean is the editor of the Western Political Reporter. I did get a little bit ahead of him there, because before he became the editor, I was the book review editor during the time that John Moore characterized it as an indifferent. The reason I didn't stand up to tell you all that, because that's pretty much between Dean and me, but I want you to know that this entire occasion is fraudulent. This whole thing is just a charade of retirement. It's only a bookkeeping entry. They're moving his name from one payroll to another payroll. And he's going, "Hey, what is going on here?" You may be retiring, but you're not shy. Having all that fun, I have to tell you that there's no one that I know, and including my colleagues here who are there with me, that has a greater character, stronger character, the kind of person you can lean on than Dean Mann. Nice to have known you all these years, Dean.
Thank you.
Thanks for your lovely and insightful remark. We're taking notes. Tonight, so thank you. Now, before moving on, I want to make sure we're not running over anybody else's desire to make a comment. Otherwise, we'll just, again, remind Dad the notes are coming in. So we'll have some footnotes. Jeff Mann is the senior amongst us children, and he's here tonight from Puyallup, Washington. And he's led us in a lot of ways, Jeff has. He not only has led us in academics and always been out there a year or two ahead, he's, I think, also ahead of us in getting his letterman's jacket and all those cool little things that at least I never got. And I want to talk about it tonight. But we're pleased that Jeff is with us with his wife Marlena from Puyallup. And Jeff will offer a few comments and reflect on Dad's meaning to us as children. And he's not collaborated with us, but it's just that he knows so well the various things. Jeff also has led us in another way. We call him, amongst ourselves, Mr. Righteous. He's way ahead of us in terms of being a good guy, too. And we really appreciate him. We look up to him. And this isn't your night, Jeff. I'm just giving you an introduction here, okay? Keep that head kind of small. Jeff Mann will now come forward and offer a few comments on behalf of the family.
Lindsay, I was only ahead of you by a couple of years in academics because I was older than you. Not because I did better. Well, and Kimmy, this is the first time I've heard that all the trips and moving and so forth were a struggle. I thought we were perfect angels. We took 2 trips back and forth between Tucson and Washington, D.C. and Maryland, and many long hours in the back of a station wagon. 5 kids or more. 5 kids, I guess it could be more 5 kids at that point, but great times as a family. Mom will remember that many breakfasts of coffee cakes with bologna on top of them. So we'd get on the road and keep going. And I'd like also on that to say that I concur that behind every great man is a great woman, and there is a great woman. I love her very much. But going off of that, also behind every full professor is an even more surprised mother-in-law. I love Grandma too. We love Grandma too. Let me just share a few things tonight, just from us children and some of our experiences and with Mom and Dad. And I'll speak for Dad, but of course Mom was right there with him and all that we did. As we talk about traveling back and forth all across country and down to Venezuela and back over to Santa Barbara, I think one of the keynotes that we see as Dad was that he was always making sure that we were able to have new experiences wherever we went. When we lived in Washington, D.C., I remember on Saturday nights we used to go down the steps of Watergate, and at that time the National Symphony played on a floating pavilion, and we would go regularly, I think monthly at least, if not more. And we would all sit there as a family and listen to the National Symphony and enjoy that together as a family. And that was something we couldn't have in other places. We would go to the National Art Museum, the Smithsonian Institute. We'd travel around the area to the battlefields of the Civil War. And so we would have experiences and learn from where we were living and the things that had happened there. Even when we were moving back from Virginia, after I worked there, we were traveling back to California in our U-Haul truck, everything loaded up. And one of the church's historic areas is Nauvoo, Illinois. And we got close to a turnoff that would go up to Nauvoo. We were on the main state highway, and Dad turned to Lindsay and I and says, "Hey, boys, you'd like to go up to Nauvoo and see Nauvoo?" And we just want to get to California. Yeah. So Lindsay and I said, "Well, boys, we're going." turned the truck, and off we went to Nauvoo. And to this day, I am so grateful that Dad turned that truck and went to Nauvoo, because it was truly a special experience for me as a young man. I was about 18 years old, getting ready to go on my mission for the church. And if he hadn't done that, we wouldn't have that wonderful experience. And all this, Dad's personal joys in seeing these things is that he loves music. He loves beautiful music. He loves art. He's purchased many art pieces for our home. He encouraged my mother in her painting. Our home was graced for her paintings as well. And he loves the music and the arts, and he's tried to view that into us as children. And that's been a great blessing to us. I think another keynote that I would like to say is that he's been there. And I think that a career is something that that happens while you're trying to keep everything else going. And all 7 of us were part of that, everything else that was keep going. But he was still there. I think we can all remember that as children, him reading this Dr. Seuss books. He would read to us often. He loved her books. And there's still sayings from books that are family sayings today. Important here's a who, the classic statement that a person is a person, no matter how small. And I think that has also taught us no matter what color, no matter what religion, race, or creed, that a person is a person. And that is also what he has taught us. We sat together in family home evenings, Monday nights, and I'm sure we drove him crazy. 6, 7 children bouncing around. Dad's supposed to teach a lesson, but he persevered. I think one of the things we could say also has been standard in our life has been taking vacations together, even sometimes when it was difficult, even sometimes we took work along with him. Our vacations at Bass Lake are something we'll remember forever. Sit around the campfire and sing the Stanford Junior Farm song, and others. Those are great experiences. He's also been there with us with regard to the church. He holds the priesthood in the church. So he has been able to hold us little children as babies and bless us. He's been able to enter in the waters of baptism and baptize each one of us. He was able to lay his hands on our heads and ordain us as sons to the priesthood as well, and so that we have been able to carry on that blessing to our children, and also bless them and baptize them. And he's been there for all those occasions. He's seen us, he set the example by going on a mission, and all 4 sons have gone on missions for the church. He's been there at the temple as we entered the temple to be married for time and all eternity. So he has been there, despite all of his activities and all his work. He's been there for us as a family throughout our lives. Being Dad is reading a book on the beach while we're all running around in the water. He didn't lose one of us between pages. Lounging around in pajamas. I don't know how many of you were introduced for the first time when he was in pajamas. Bow ties, of course. Singing. He has a line. He has a song for he has a song line for everything. And I know in my life that has continued on in my life. People can say something, and there's a song line for just about everything. And then tennis. We were out there this morning playing tennis together, and that is something we've enjoyed since 1963 probably, in Venezuela. We started belonged to a tennis club down there, and we played tennis ever since. Played tennis in high school, and that's just something we've been able to do throughout the years. I'd just like to conclude by just sharing a quote from the Book of Mormon, and about a young man thinking about his father. And I'll put our names in there. Jeffrey, Karen, Lindsay, Preston, Tammy, Kimmy. Did I forget anybody? Randy. Just sound like Dad and Mom. Knowing my Father that he was a just man, for he taught us in his language, and also in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, and blessed be the name of God for it. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And we'll have a conversation later this evening about these other matters that I was referring to. We really appreciate Jeffrey and his thoughts tonight. We'll now move to a segment of our program that will involve a bit of a talent that has been developed and maybe an extension even of Dad's love for music that Jeffrey just referenced. But Karen Mann Nelson is with us this evening, and she's prepared a song, and she's certainly amongst us children the one that has worked most diligently on the development of a beautiful voice, and more than that, the ability to convey thoughts and feelings and her talent with music. And we've invited her to share a portion of our program this evening with a song. Karen? You may need to make just a few adjustments. Feel free to sit exactly where you are or move if you are not able to see this. I think I may try to move this podium just a bit for those of you that might not be able to see the screen.
I'm not sure I can resurrect this thing at this point. I noticed just afterwards that it failed. Karen, your music has always been a blessing to us, and we appreciate you working on that. And, I can just comment that Karen has never taken the music for personal aggrandizement, but enormous blessing to many people over time, and we certainly appreciate her participation tonight. Dad, there's going to be a couple of posters out of these slides, and I'm sure you know which ones. I've got a couple of favorites. They will be posted. The last portion of our program tonight will be to invite Dean, Dad, colleague, friend, father, to come share a few remarks with us.
Always learning something about my children. Impressions that they have of me that I didn't really understand. Just as I was sitting here tonight, my daughter, Tamara, was trying to figure out what to say on her card. And she said, was it Kimberly? It's Kimberly. She said, the only thing she could think to write was, my dad's a stud. He had 7 children. That's the only thing she could think of to say. convention that I attended. Remember John Moore complained about the fact that he couldn't see very well. And Ernie Hennessy was sitting there in the convention, obvious public place, and had a little button on his lapel. And the lettering was rather small, and so you had to get down close to it to read it. And when you got down to read it, it said, "Too much sex is bad for the eyes." Of course, you were had by the time you got I don't know if that's the explanation for John Moore, but obviously has a problem. Jeffrey referred to the fact that, well, I guess I want to also refer to a comment that Preston made a couple of weeks ago, which suggests to you how well they really understood their father. He said, I knew my dad was liberal. I didn't know how liberal he was. So he's just catching on. This is, of course, attributable to the fact that I have written all this stuff that John Moore described. And to my knowledge, not one word has been read by any member of my family. That may be a little exaggeration, but it doesn't exaggerate it a great deal. We had a family reunion a while back when I distributed the excess copies of my writings, of which there were many, many copies available, and distributed them to my children. I figured that the heck I would need them. If I died, why they'd simply be thrown away, and I'll be a legacy for my kids. I'd like to have one of my children raise their hand and say how many of my articles they've read.
You took one of your classes, Dad.
You've suffered enough. Jeffrey referred to the fact that we have a practice in our church of family home evening. And it's an activity that takes place on Monday night in which the family gets together. We have a little lesson, a very little lesson, and in which we talk about family activities or problems. And I didn't really realize how well our kids have learned their lesson on family home evening, because one part of our family home evening was always, all right, who has some lies to tell us this week? That was, of course, a report on what they were doing for the week, or what they were going to be doing. But they've learned all kinds of lies about me, which they now reveal in this program tonight. I call these family home evenings organized chaos. And I think that's a pretty good description of what our family home evenings are like. Kids, the rugrats, squirming around on the floor. After about 10 minutes, well, this has been a wonderful evening. I am grateful to all of you for coming and making a memorable time for me. We have had a very loving family. I love my boys and girls very much. And my wife and I have truly enjoyed bringing them up. I know some parents, when they get, they have problems with little kids, they're too squirmy to deal with. But some parents say when they get to be adult, when children get to be teenagers, they're not only just squirmy, they're impossible. We've had just the opposite feelings about our children. They simply become more pleasurable, more fun, more sensible, easier to deal with, and more responsible. And so we have found parenting to be a wonderful experience rather than a trial. And we are grateful to all of them for the joy that they have brought to us. I think I've had a full life. not that it's over, but I'm retiring from a lot of things. You've only seen a few of the things, but some of you may not know that I just retired from refereeing basketball. I refereed basketball in our church basketball league for last year. I figured at 63, even the NBA would throw me out of refereeing. And so it was time to retire from that. But I've found new careers. The Santa Barbara Choral Society has provided me with a new career. And so there are new challenges to be met in the future. I know Helen and I hope to do some traveling and see new places and do new things. And so it's, I think we're really looking forward to retirement. Retirement certainly doesn't mean for me inactivity or simply vegetating. It means that there are other things that we are going to be able to do. We had a party for my retirement and for Stan Anderson's retirement last week. The department put it on, and some very nice sentiments were expressed at that time. And I'd like to repeat, in a certain sense, the sentiments that I felt toward my colleagues. I have cherished their friendship and their cooperativeness in a situation that is not always a very cooperative situation. But during the time that I chaired the department, and other times as well, I always felt that I had their goodwill and a desire to work with me. And even during the most difficult times, I felt that I had their respect, and I certainly do respect them, and I do respect them enormously for their intellectual contribution, not only to their discipline, but to me as well. And well, I think more personally, their friendship has meant so much to me, and I have felt that I made the right choices. Quite a number of years ago, about 20 years ago, I had a chance to embark on a quite different career, which would have probably been financially more promising than academically. But I chose to come back to UCSB and make my career here, and I have never regretted that choice. I felt amply rewarded by what we have done. I think I should mention that, Jeffrey mentioned also that I've had a career in our church. It's been a varied and rewarding career as well. I've held a variety of positions in the church, and have allowed me to have some influence over the direction in which the church has gone in this area. And I've seen my children grow up in the church, and honor their responsibilities. And I know that Helen and I feel very keenly that that's an enormous reward for us in having our children follow in our footsteps with respect to our church activities. I think I would like to say one other thing, and that is a sense we've had more than one family. Helen and I have had the benefit of having a variety of families, actually, over the past, well, let me just say, I really don't have any family. My parents have long since been deceased. My brother died a number of years ago, about 30 years ago. So my family has been the Craig family, Helen's family. And they have been a real family for me, too. Not only have we had our own 7 children, but Elaine and her husband had 7 children, and I feel as close to them almost as I do to my own children. They're a source of great joy to me to have been associated with them and to see them respond to, I think, the good influences that we've had with them. we've also had the opportunity of raising a number of foster children. And while that's been a trial to us in many cases, it was also a very rewarding experience to take a child that we had not known at all before and to try to assist them in shaping their lives. We weren't always successful, and sometimes went off and we never saw them again. In fact, that's been almost inevitably the case. We didn't know what happened to them after we had them for a while. But again, I don't think that we regretted in any way doing that. And feel like we may have had some beneficial influence in their lives. Well, I've said enough. I appreciate you being here. I know Helen and I feel very keenly your love and your friendship, and we will continue to do so in the future.
For the thought that you shared. Thanks for the love that you shared with us this evening and throughout your good life to this point. And Mom as well, thank you. And hopefully through this evening we have all been able to return a measure of the love that we feel for Dean and for his good works. I'd like to thank as well those who have participated this evening in our small recognition, and for each of you for being so good as to come, and some of you from long distances to join with us in this evening. And I feel like we've been richly rewarded, and thank you very much for each of you being here and blessing this evening. So again, thank you, and that concludes our program. Yes, just leave your cards on the table. Lindsay. What's your next party? Just take it.
I mean, this has kind of like been fun all along. Seems like more there are better. Huh?
It seems like it's been that way for us. Even now, still getting out.
I've never seen any sign of it. Well, not to mention this. I don't know whether we had. I don't think so. Are you the second?
Second son.
So I mean, there's so many people that are just terrific here.
Yeah, I mean, what am I getting?
It's all black and white.
I know, and you wonder if I really, and then I know I jerk and wiggle and, you know.
I know he does a lot of it.
Makes sense. He went to your
Okay, now I think I can. Okay.
and then you can see his cute little face.
I didn't know we had our camera.
Okay, here we go. Oh, almost.
Dad!
Come on down, Darren.
Hey, go to Karen's house.
Right now?
Yeah,
What are you going to do there?
Nintendo.
Yeah, somebody's going up there.
Yeah, they...
Okay, Chummy, let's go.
Dad, let me play on it. Go.
Okay.
Can I go, Dad?
Yes, after you do this one more time.
Hey, come on.
Yay, Justin!
Yay!
Yay!
One more time.
He's so proud of himself, Mom.
Dad, throw it to me. And here.
Okay, out for a pass. Darren catches it almost. Okay, Chummy.
Dad, here.
Hey, Jason. Oh yeah, what a hit! Did you catch that, Mom?
Yes, I got it.
Hello, Mom.
Hey, Justin. Get on the movie camera. Mom's taking a
Dad, I hit one. Dad.
Wait, Chummy's turn. Lisa, ready?
Yep.
Get him. Where did you get him?
Yay, Justin, that was good.
No.
Where did you get him?
Hey, out for a pass. Yeah.
Get it to me, Dad.
Come on. Who else is catching? Justin.
Can I use your
Justin.
racket? I'm gonna use it.
Hey, Chummy. Wow.
Wait, can I play now?
What?
Can I hit now?
What, Press?
Sorry. Come on. Can I hit? Daddy.
Didn't you bring it down? I told you to bring it.
I brought it.
Excellent. Let's give it to him now.
Like a girl.
All right, 2 minutes. Okay, Lisa.
Happy Father's Day.
I'm such a cool guy.
It looks like you're playing a ukulele in Waikiki.
In my Hawaii shorts that Lisa brought me when she didn't take me to Hawaii.
Last time I played was with you guys.
Okay, get out there for fast. I'll remember that always.
I want to hit one.
How I got left out of the cold.
I want to hit one. Daddy.
Okay, Lisa, here you go.
Can I hit?
Oh.
Can I hit now? Can I hit now?
Yes. No, Darren, don't do that. Darren, Lisa, how about let's negate?
Hey, Mommy,
Wait for
where's
me,
this
man.
marshmallow?
I don't know, honey.
They're picking the look at that.
You know where this marshmallow's up there on the counter? Dad, do you know where this marshmallows are?
Go see if they're there.
Hey, get back here on the counter.
We should be singing a Christmas carol or something, don't you think?
Well, that tree will never be the same again.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Or maternity clothes? This
Mommy,
stuff.
stand, Mom.
That's not junk. Look how cool that is. That's a pretty blood.
Hi, Jason.
There, you want that one or no?
How much for that tree?
Okay. That's not.
Okay, here comes Jason. Getting ready to be at the crowd.
Joshua.
Selecting his bat carefully. Practice swing. Practice hit. Coach Melching. And it's a hit. Looks like his foot is improving after his injury last week of jumping off the top of the spiral slide at Blaine Park. There he is, his dad, giving him pointers. Welcoming the second. Okay, we've got another batter up, so Jason's readying himself to run.
Hey, Jason.
I know, sorry.
Go, Jason, go. And hug from Dad.
Daddy!
What, honey?
Daddy!
You want Daddy?
Daddy!
Tell us about it, Chummy.
Daddy,
You want Daddy out there? You know he's going to come sit down in a second, I think. Let's just watch Jason. He's going to get to run now. Yeah, no, you need to stay. Oh, look, watch Jason run. Oh, Jason's on third now. Yay, he made it. Jason, give me 5. Give me 5. We're getting a run. All right, high five. Oh, here, high five. There's Jason on second base, and he's getting some pointers from his dad. Jason's getting a lot of action today, being the second baseman. There's his coach. Coach Melton right behind him. Let's see what's going to happen this time. There's Jason.
Hey, Renee.
Oh, okay, good.
Mustang. We're gonna get in the line and just go through.
Yeah.
They're gonna take
Okay. This is doing much better. All right.
Come on, buddy.
Sorry, that's all right.
Darren's on deck now. He's going to be batting next, so he's, oh yeah, the old stretch. Jason, wait, don't get close to the batter. He's swinging. Darren's up to bat next here. Yep, there it is. Walking up to the plate. Ah, yes. You can see the emotion of a professional here. Okay, a little pop fly, but you got a base run off it. All right.
And go back.
I know Darren wants to sail one today. That's what he's into.
Go hit your head off. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, nice run, Jason, Darren.
Yeah.
Somebody caught the ball, so Darren had to run back, and so did his little buddy. But they did fine. Safe in a second. Let's see how the expression is.
2 outs already. Okay. Oh, it's your out.
Ah, calm, cool, collected.
Are you having fun, Jason?
Yeah.
Easy run to third.
All right, Darren, nice run in.
All right. Oh, nice try.
Hey, Darren, how does that feel to come in for a homer? A home run, I mean a run.
Feels regular.
Regular? Okay.
I know. I'm like, yeah. What's that? This one we from? You mean diddly wise?
Oh, good stop.
Hold that.
I'm like, oh.
We just practiced.
Oh, kill. My kill. Yeah. My kill and my kills are both being used. So they're moving up. If it's okay.
Guess what? After
This last batter? Last batter. Ready, man? Okay, Darren, you ready? Put the plates at you. There you go.
Last batter. No, last batter is me.
All right, Darren.
Last batter.
Go, Darren, go.
Come on, Darren. Come on, Darren. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good job, Darren.
All right, Darren.
Finally made it. All right. I made it.
Where are we?
We're at the geysers.
All right. Where's Old Faithful at?
Down there. Down there.
Behind us.
Right there.
No, Lisa, this way. Old Faithful's right behind me.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Mommy.
What's this called, Darren?
Arum geyser.
Arum.
It's a urium or something.
Isn't it interesting how it comes bubbling up, Lisa? This is the Aurum Geyser.
That miniature one's doing it too.
There's the Lioness Geysers right there. Some beautiful colors. There's the big valley. And there's Lisa Mann.
Right. Justin?
And there's Justin saying, I've had enough walking, guys. I'm ready for my nap. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this.
This is the giantess group, Lindsay.
But look at the rock layers, Lisa.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Right here.
Here, Lisa. This is much of the families are going to get in the picture.
Where's our chum?
Right there. Justin.
He's taking a self-guided tour, right? I'll just get a little view of the area and then we'll go. So what do you guys think?
Neato.
Isn't that
Neato.
I like seeing your face, Jason. That makes me happy. Neato's right.
Jason! Jason! Give me
toward me, though.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Jason.
I'm a windshield wiper.
You sure are.
Oh, I'm wiping the car.
Dad, you just relax. I'm right next to you there.
Oh, here goes Daddy with his shoes on. That's what I wanted.
Come on, boys.
Let's see it go in circles.
Mom, get Jared. Mom, did you get Jared?
I got Jared, yes.
Are you getting corn and me, guys?
Warm shower for both.
Look at this, Mom. Get down! Get down!
Now slow. Slow.
Let's go!
Go faster.
Hi. Smile, Darren. Smile, Colin. Denise, why don't you tell us about your swimming lessons?
Okay, today I passed my swimming lessons, and I was the only kid out of 5 kids who passed.
Intermediate, right? Jason!
So Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh, there's Grandma and Grandpa! Jason, move your stick, honey, so I can see. Hello! Smile! Jason?
Go!
Look at the new jeans! New t-shirt. No, those aren't my new ones. I need to take that in the house. That's an old one.
That's enough. Let's get you.
No, I want to have Jason tell us about swimming lessons. Tell us about what you did in swimming lessons yesterday, Jason. What did you do? Yeah, but what thing did you do yesterday at the very end of lessons?
Swim across the...
And then what did you do? What did you jump off?
Hi, Dad.
All by yourself, right? And you're your youngest kid in our whole family to do it, huh? That was great.
I'm going away.
Oh, Lindsay! You brat! You dogs! So here's our cool Saturday afternoon. Little dogs, Grandma and Grandpa. No!
Come over and start him because my son's on one of these. Okay.
And you gotta blow your thing, all right? You cannot touch the boat with your hands, all right? You can't touch the boat with your hands. You cannot touch the gutter, okay? You blow, and the first one that reaches the front hits this wins, okay?
Justin needs help, Denise, right now, honey.
Can't touch this. You touch the boat with your hands.
Once the boat tips over.
If it tips over, you can touch it, Mark, can't you? I mean, if it tips like plain over.
Because we've had them already lay completely over on their side.
Look straight forward, guys.
Pick it up.
Come on, Darren.
Look at your sail. Look at your sail.
You're facing the sail, Darren. Yeah!
Go.
That's it, Darren. Come on, keep going. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Go, 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 go.
again.
Sister Marshall has tape, Darren. Sister Marshall. Denise, Jason, is Justin okay? Jason.
All set, guys? Okay. Mark, set, go.
I'm the mother to both of them. I know.
Oh, not both of them. I thought.
Seth.
Is it, who do you have?
On the way to do it.
Down to
Sean and Seth. And Darren is
Okay, then.
Oh, come on, Darren. Yeah, Darren.
All right, Darren.
No.
Okay, ready? Ready? Mark, set, go.
I see them below.
All right, Darren.
Long, even, steady blowing. Not
The one
hard,
out.
short.
The one loses it out at this point.
Not too hard.
Mark, set, go. Faster blows.
Yeah.
Faster blows.
Blowing. Blow on your sail.
Okay. Mark, set, go. Fast blows. In front of it, put your face in it, guys. Face in it.
Into it. That's
Face
right,
into
Sean.
it. Face into it. Higher, higher, higher. Higher up. All right. Mark, set, go.
Go, Darren, go, go, go! Go, keep going, Darren!
Get into it.
Go, go, go!
Okay.
All right.
Long, steady blowing. Not hard, short.
Okay, guys, ready?
Ready? Ready? Okay.
Mark, set, go.
And he goes, come on, Darren!
Hands down.
Behind you, Ray. Stop, stop. Darren, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do it.
Pause.
Oh, one more time. Oh, this is just.
Is this a
This is the
win?
last one
Not
here.
yet. They have to go one more time still.
After this one?
Okay,
I
guys,
think
Hold
so.
that if
let them do a breath.
We'll swap
Long,
sides
deep
again.
breath. Take a deep breath.
It's best of
Take a
three.
deep breath. Relax. Let it out. Take another deep breath. Let it out. Okay, are you
You guys
ready?
ready? Mark, set, go.
Come on, keep going.
Switch sides. Switch sides.
Oh, we gotta do it again?
Okay.
Is this
You guys ready? This could be it. Mark, set, go.
Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on.
Face into it. Face into it.
Down, put
Face
your
into it.
face
Face into it.
Put your mind to it also.
Oh.
Face in there.
Face into it. Face into it. Face into it.
Ready?
Take a breath. Relax.
This is 10.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Mark, set, go.
Go, 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 go.
Low, low. Face into it.
Face into it. Face into it. Face into it.
Oh, Lisa, you gotta get this.
Hey! All right, good job.
Congratulate him. Congratulate Ray. Go tell Ray. Great race. Tell Ray what a great race that was, honey. Good job. Oh, you flew so hard.
Okay, good job.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
All right. Okay, second place is Ray. What's the last name? Okay, all right, Ray. Congratulations. Good job.
Ray.
All right.
In a minute,
first
honey. The
place
big
in the
kids are up there
regatta
now.
goes to Darren Mayer.
Yay!
supposed to win tonight. All right, Darren, good job.
Timepieces, centerpieces, mantelpieces, Reese's pieces, chess pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, Reese's pieces. The famous flavor of Reese's peanut butter in a fun candy shell. You'll love them to pieces. You got a lot to do before lunch. In the tea or tea, to do your bowl. Cheerios. You got a lot to do before lunch. You can do your bowl. Cheerios. You got to do it cool. Do it right. Do it now. A bowl of Cheerios.